Welcome, you have reached review time with Imperial, and today's review will be Snowfall Season 5, Episode 6. Let's get into it. So right off the bat, subscribe to the channel, like the video, don't be shy. I'll wait. So this episode was just a filler. Got the aftermath of episode that ended last episode, where they found out who pressed the button to try to kill the whole family, and you found out OG Kane, Kev's older brother. So the family meets up, Leon included, basically saying squash the beef, give Leon the opportunity to speak to Kane, asking Kane to get money for his family versus going to war. And if he doesn't agree to the terms, well, Leon said he'd kill him himself. Uncle Jerome, he not really with it. And Franklin is really like, hey, let's give Leon the opportunity. Uncle Jerome pretty much saying, listen, I'm going to handle this situation with Peaches, and after that, I'm double back. I'm going full pledge at King. So Uncle Jerome ain't trying to hear nothing. Meanwhile, Franklin shows up to the office. You hear Veronique is trying to close the deal to get the transfers of the money. It just looks suspicious. So you don't know if that deal is going to go through or not. And he pretty much had to talk with her. She has stomach pains, and he's having to talk with her that she was right, and he can't really protect them like that. So he kept getting pages or whatever, and basically it's Teddy. So his mom was missing, and he asked where was his mom, and she pretty much said, well, she had a lunch date. Well, we already know what her lunch date is about. So from there, he meets up with Teddy. Teddy is upset, of course. He tells him it was Peaches who set everything up. He's pretty much looking like you didn't see that coming. And Franklin said nobody did. Peaches already been down. So him and Franklin and Teddy, Reed, whatever you want to call them, they got into it back and forth. Reed pretty much telling them this is how things gonna go from right now. You don't make no moves without me. That transaction you got with the property, stop making deals that could bring attention to this operation. And if you know what I'm saying, Franklin pretty much told him I can't pull out a deal, it'd be too suspicious. And then he mentioned his mom is back. So he said that wasn't part of the deal. Well, he said, well, his mom knows real estate and this is her company, so that's why she's back. Now, this makes me think that it's messing things up. And this further makes me believe why I don't think Alton's dead. I mean, Alton at the end of episode 12, I'm tripping. Episode 10 of last season, we seen Reed pop up with a gun. And we all assume Reed killed Alton. And really, there has been no speak of nothing. So, of course, Sissy, Alton disappeared. She still hasn't told her story on what she seen when she came back from the store. Was it blood there? So hopefully within the next couple episodes, we get an episode where Sissy talks about what she seen when she came back from the store or whatever. Because all we know is that he just disappeared. She doesn't know. And with her coming back, we're thinking that Reed is like the enemy this whole time. And really, he's just trying to get the job done. He could be. I'm going to play devil's advocate here. He could be just trying to get the job done, sees Franklin's sloppiness, and pretty much like, yo, this thing gonna blow over if Franklin don't get on tuned in. So nevertheless, you had Uncle Jerome. He goes to the vet. That's when Peaches was a vet. Finds out Peaches was there. He runs into a guy that was there, a vet. You know, he was a junkie. Pretty much said he seen Peaches, and the guy said he had to sit in the meeting. So it's one of those meetings for vets, and they get to talk about their PTSD, and it allows Jerome to reflect on his life. Then he gets to a crack house and he's saying, Peaches was here? He's like, yeah, you didn't know Peaches was basically a junkie? And now that discouraged Jerome because he's looking at the poison that is pumped into the community and the effects that is happening, even his own people, and the effects that is having to people. So he pretty much gets back with Aunt Louie and tells her, hey, you know, like, I gotta do something with my life. You know, basically got all that money. He's supposed to be building businesses for his family and his people. So he getting on, kind of feeling what Leon was saying, like he want to get with his people. So he proposed to Aunt Louie. So pretty much my theory of that love thing, I don't know, man. I just keep saying their love's too strong. I could see, you know, a devastating kill, murder happen, and Uncle Jerome's out of here. Especially with him, with the aspirations of doing stuff for his people, and finally proposing to Aunt Louie. Meanwhile, Aunt Louie, of course she did accept yes, but she got with the cop that she got on payroll. Of course, he is fond of her. He wants her sexually, and she blows him off. So you know eventually that's gonna come to a head. But nevertheless, she gave him a name, the name that he been asking for. He gave her a name, and that name is Kane. Basically, he just got out of jail. He an OG. Now that he gonna start getting drugged from Leon, it's a perfect setup. But he pretty much told her, once you push the button on having us kill him, then it's no going back. So she pretty much said go through with it. So I think Aunt Louie, even when Uncle Jerome was pretty much telling them like his dreams and aberration, she pretty much like, oh yeah, pretty much like, yeah, you know, yeah, you can have your little dreams. Like that's how her response was. As long as you ain't Gary Gold, you know, basically looking for Peaches and stuff, like, you can have your little dreams, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna support you too, but it's really about my dreams. That's what her response was pretty much as. And the way she looked at the bar when she pushed that button to have Kane killed was like, when you be hearing those like kingpin stories of lady such and such, Black Widow, and all these type women kingpins, that's what it's, to me, building Aunt Louie up as. Like, I can see her literally, after Uncle Jerome get killed, her becoming like a real true boss. And if you looked at the previews for next episode, you can see her finally getting the visit with Reed, Teddy. And you know they already had a bond. And then she basically going, you already know she gonna say some things. Franklin's been off his square or whatever, and might be trying to cut a side deal. So you had that going on. You had Leon finally meeting up with Kane, and they agreed to, you know, for now he agreed to accept the deal so he can move his wishmaker. But you know that's just for him to get in power so he can really move on them. And Franklin brought that up to Veronique, and she pretty much told him, like, in her lifetime, the thing she learned with her mom is you can always spit out a liar. They're gonna lie till they get what they want. So that's pretty much saying, she telling him, you can't trust. Why would he knows y'all killed his brother. Why would he let his revenge down? And then Franklin saying, well, because he wanna, basically he wanna get money, he wanna take care of his family. Nah, it don't work like that. So you're gonna see how that all play out. And then the episode pretty much, of course, the Latino nurse that nursed Reed back to health, he finally knocked that down or whatever. And she knows too much because she looked into his bag. She knows his real name. So it's gonna be curious, but no context. No witnesses. No one that got this information. Now, he might keep her around, but I can see Reed eventually just killing her off because she knows too much. She knows everything about him. And maybe he could need that outlet, but Reed always cut loose ends. He always has. So I can see him killing her eventually. And the episode pretty much ended with Reed linking up with some mysterious guy, wanting information that where no traces go through. Just told him get bank account numbers, and if he get caught, there won't be no trace back to Reed. He just need him to get him the information. So right now, you wondering what's going to happen. Is it Reed setting up his own exit strategy? Or is he get ready to, the money Franklin has in offshore accounts, get that money taken and transferred from Franklin, so he don't have access to no funds? So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna go two ways, how I'm looking at how that's gonna play out or whatever. But Reed is definitely up to something. And that was pretty much a filler episode just to push the needle along. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Till next time.